Okay, now we'll get the rest of our animations working nicely for our character. Now, part of animation here, we're going to deal with flipping left and right. So we're going to go find where we were flipping when we press the right and left arrow keys and we're setting our X scale to 1 or -1. Let's take those out, and we're going to go and use those in our animation function. So we can actually check if keys are pressed inside here. So we're going to have an if left key is pressed, face to the left, scale X -1, else if right key is pressed, face to the right, scale X will be 1. So we want to go to control flow and grab an if do block, and then modify that to be an if else if. And then we want to get the key press blocks, which are from events. Under keyboard, we want this block here, if the block key backspace delete pressed, and then we connect that into our if block, and let's right click duplicate that. Okay, so let's make this one left arrow, if left arrow pressed, and this one will be if right arrow pressed. If the left arrow is pressed, we're going to set our scale to -1. Else if the right arrow is pressed, set our scale to 1. Let's test that out real quick to make sure it worked. Nice. Now we'll get jumping, falling, running, and idle, standing still, working in here. Okay, first we'll start with jumping. So we'll go to control flow and we'll grab an if block connected underneath our flipping blocks. Okay. So when we're jumping, we're moving upwards. Our y velocity will be less than 0. It'll be a negative number. So we want to ask if y velocity is less than 0. So let's go to operators and grab an equals block, and we can change that to a less than block. And then we'll go to physics and grab velocity x, connect that into the left there, and change that to velocity y. And then we need a number. Go to operators and grab that 0. If velocity y is less than 0, what do we want to do? We want to play our jumping animation. So we can duplicate our dying animation block and call this jump. Now to double check the name of the jumping animation, we can close and save our script and then have a look at the animation. And the animation name is jump. So let's see if we can jump. Okay, very good. Now for the rest of our animations.